He looks homeless. F you mean? No thanks. Maybe if you boys tried harder, we wouldn't. Now, this was a very short excerpt, and it doesn't have a whole lot of meaning. Apparently, the top one is a girl, and they're just saying that someone looks homeless, and then the person under them is also the nice girl that was like, if you boys tried harder, we wouldn't. I don't know the whole context, but something about it just don't sit right with me. Hey guys, Reddit Trash Panda or just Panda, here today to give y'all another good old Nice Girls cringe video. And in this one, we're gonna have a few more longer posts. It's gonna be kind of not necessarily the Nice Girl stories, though I am gonna do a few of those in the future. It's still gonna be the picture type ones, but yeah, we're just gonna dive on in. So for this next photo, I think it's like a Tinder bio or something like that. And from the context that we were given about this post, it was a nice girl who commented on a nice guy, and then she posted it to a subreddit trying to get sympathy or something like that. So it was a confusing title. I thought it was kind of funny, just both of them interacting with one another. So we're just going to read his little bio, which I think this is a lot to unpack just for a bio. If you don't like what you're seeing on Tinder, don't be on Tinder. They have so many other websites and stuff, I guess, for more modest people. I know it exists. It has to exist because there's a market for it. So let's just dive into this. Look, ladies, this is a whole online dating thing. It's starting to scar me for life. I've seen... Wait, maybe he meant to get on Grindr. I don't know. I feel like you're not just seeing naked people on your Tinder. That's a little... You're on the wrong side. You're not on Tinder if you're seeing naked people. That's a whole other site. They have sites for that, I'm sure. Anyway, and other illicit body parts in these pictures. Again, you can't be on Tinder if you see nudity. I don't think they allow that. I know they might allow it in the messaging part, but I don't think they allow that in profile pics, do they? Maybe I need to get on Tinder. Anyway, I want a woman who respects. So he wants her to respect herself, has God in her heart, and a professional with freedom of schedule. My request, no smokers, no filters, no drug users. Okay, so I think we have time to unpack all of this. We really do. So you are on the wrong site. You need to get on Christian Mingle. If that is your is it Christian Mingle? There's some kind of little Christian dating sites. I know there was. Either way, you need to get on one of those sites because I feel like that really, if that's where you want to go, even though it's probably a lie and he just wants somebody to fully control and dominate in his entire aspect. Because, no filters. No filters. That's ridiculous. Come on. You don't want your girl to send you a cute little dog filter? That's a lie. That's just unreasonable. I understand, wanting to date someone who looks like their picture. I can understand not wanting to be catfished. But you can't expect a woman to have a natural black eyeliner line as a thing. You have to understand. I feel like this is one of the people that think just wearing normal makeup, mascara is catfishing. And just a red lip, our lips are not naturally that red. So come on now. Common sense. But yeah. So I think he's on the wrong site for one. But the nice girl then replies to him. And if you have ever seen any altercation between a nice guy and a nice girl, it is the best thing because they both want to be right. They both will just keep talking to one another. So she goes, "Howdy, I'm here to deliver information to you. Whether or not you're prepared to accept, acknowledge, and fully comprehend is beyond my capabilities. However, if by initiating this topic am I able to expand your perception only a little, there is an opportunity for growth. I will proceed with my apologies if you weren't prepared. I'm sure you weren't to talk on such an intense observation and dissection of your bio." Oh my God. So how nice guys, they try to use big words to make the other person feel stupid. I feel like a nice guy wrote this. Oh my god, and I hate the voice that I chose for this.
Respectfully, you're scarred by online dating because you are easily offended, apparently, by women's freedom to express themselves however they see fit. The exposure of a woman's body is not directly linked to how much she respects herself, nor should it equate to how much you respect her. We don't respect people because of how they fit into our expectations of them. We respect people whether or not we would consummate with them.
What?
From your statements, I can pretty much infer that you don't respect naked women. So in the future, you could speak on your own feelings as opposed to guilting women into thinking their need to cover up for you to respect them. Maybe even mention you are just like modest and prude women and leave it at that. I hope you are able to resonate with what I've spoken about. Cheers.
And then he just goes, "No, I find modesty attractive, but thanks anyway." So there's a lot to unpack in both of these statements. It's hard to decide what is even really going on. If it's nice girl, nice guy, or just a guy that's like, I'm tired of seeing naked people. And she's obviously not. He is literally over dramatic. That's literally what it is. Both sides are kind of being dramatic about it. He's not seeing naked women. There's no way he's seeing naked women. There's no way, need, shape, or form to put that in your bio. That's a lot to unpack for somebody. If you're wanting to date someone, go on Christian Mingle. That is what you are looking for. That's what you are looking for, if that's the type of thing you want. But you signed up for Tinder, full knowing probably that what Tinder's about. There's an airplane going over. Love that for us. And then the girl going on that he just doesn't respect women, and that's this or that. Part of it I kind of agree with, like, just stop complaining, just get off if you do not like the site. It's kind of stupid. I think both sides are just stupid, but the fact that the poster of this said that the nice girl responded, it kind of seemed like they were being kind of a keyboard warrior. If you don't know what that means, that is like somebody that's just gonna try to pick apart a problem and it's like a savior complex. Like, they really don't care about the issue, but they're gonna go in on somebody just to make it seem like they do. That kind of is the vibe I'm getting. But yeah, God, that is just a lot to unpack. That's why I don't join dating websites. Because it's just a whole lot of both of these kind of personalities. But it is so funny when they just interact. We love that for ourselves. Now, we're going to get into the next post. This is another kind of long post, so we're just going to dive in. And maybe I won't have to dissect both of these, because, God, that was just awful when they were like, I'm going to dissect your bio. No, just, you're not a psychologist. Go away.
You'll never see me be self-involved until now. I'm always there for whoever, whenever. Maybe I'm a pushover and too kind, but all I'm made to feel is inadequate, mostly by my family and friends. It can feel quite crap when you put so much energy into being a good person, but lead a solitary life. All I've ever asked is for my son's private health care because I've worked since I was 16, brought him up alone. I'm doing what I need to for my son, and I'm in a depressive stage and moaning because I've broken my foot and fell down a flight of stairs. I'm lucky. Yes, there is a world that's full of bad stuff right now, and there's people worse off than me. I don't know why I keep going to this southern accent, but it's just, I love it. It's like a woe is me voice. But this is my life and I'm living it. I always do good for those in the world. I'm an activist and such a kind soul. So for anyone who's got an issue with me and what I post, or if I have a moan now and again, get off my Facebook and go away.
Okay, so even with the title that says that this woman has not worked in years due to any reason she can muster, and her son never went to high school, I don't really know what that has to do with it. And now that she wants money for her son's private health care, I don't understand with the kid not going to high school. I feel like there's more to this story that I'm seeing, and I don't know. She seems kind of a Karen and ranting. So basically I'm going to assume that this person is griping because I guess people had issue with her begging for change or for somebody to help her out with her kid's private health care. It doesn't say what it is, But honestly, the type of people that write these kind of posts, they're like just looking for a reason to be angry. And somebody might not have even cared. They just probably didn't like your post or something. And they thought, I don't know, we're going to make this into something it's not. Because I've seen people that literally nobody cares and nobody's arguing with them. And they'll be like, my family and my friends, I don't care who you are, I'll cut you off. Like, they literally do that kind of stuff all the time. And it's just looking for the reaction that their previous post didn't get, so now they're trying to take it out on people, basically. But either way, it's really weird, and I kind of want to know more context to the story, but we're gonna move on. Okay, so here we got a Facebook Messenger post. Now, I don't like Facebook in general. You know, crackhead Craigslist posts that you see, that is the equivalent to Facebook, at least for me. Like, there's just so much crazy stuff going on, and it is literally the equivalent of what's going on in this picture. So we have the nice girl go, I would like you to delete my husband now. And the OP, the victim, is just like, I have no idea who you or your husband are. I have over 500 friends on my Facebook. Also, if he has a problem with me, why did he add me? Don't send out friend requests to people I haven't met in person. So he most definitely friend requested me. And I add everyone who does that, which I agree. I just go through and I add, or I just delete. Like, if I really don't know the people and it seems like one of those little scammy robots, I just kind of delete them. I'll either go and do a mass follow or I'll do a mass delete. And if you're in either of those, like, it just doesn't matter. Like, Facebook's not that serious. I wish it would do the kind of like what Instagram does. If you add somebody, they should just be like a follower, you know? And you don't have to like friend request or anything. If your profile is public, like, it just automatically lets people add, because I don't care. I don't want to add these people as a friend back. That's stupid. Most of the time I just end up like unfollowing people, like maybe a week after if I hate their posts. So I mean, like, I agree with this girl. Like, it's not their problem if other people are friending them. Like, they have no control over that and they don't care. But I think this woman got hung up on the 500 because she goes on to say, I don't give a crap how many friends you have. Delete him now. Good for you and your 500. Again, with the southern accent. I need to stop doing that, or I'm going to keep doing that all day. But it's just like, she gets hung up on that one part. She wasn't bragging. She was just saying, I have all this stuff, so it's not, you know. So OP goes, also, the controlling wife bit, so not sexy. If you're worried about him cheating, then divorce him. You deserve better. But you're coming off like a jealous, insecure Karen. Again, no idea who you are or your husband. Am I to delete all the male friends I have? And she goes, I am far from that. That's just it. She didn't explain anything. And then OP continues, why did he add me if it's such a problem? I don't know him. How am I supposed to delete someone when I don't know who they are? Also, why doesn't he just unfriend me? And she goes, you accept his request, harlot. I don't know what words Facebook doesn't like, so harlot it is. And she goes again, I accept literally every request I get by default. I agree with OP. Why doesn't he just unfriend her? Or why didn't she just come into the DMs and be like, hey, my husband is such and such, can you unadd him? She would have gladly done that. She seems very reasonable. And the woman just goes, whatever. And she goes, who is your husband? And she's like, but you accepted him. Whatever. And she goes again, I accept everyone who sends me a friend request by default. If she doesn't see any messages between these two, why would it matter? Because they're not talking. And then she goes, it's fine. I'll ask him, you have a good night. And OP just kind of gives a little insight, which I think is a little nice because she actually tries to help. I don't think she was being rude whatsoever in this by saying, you might be a bit too sensitive to be using social media. Have you considered sitting him down and telling him that adding girls makes you upset? I've actually been there myself with my last boyfriend, maybe couples counseling, which I agree. If you're in a marriage and this kind of things upset you, you should be able to talk to your partner about that type of stuff. So I agree with OP here. This was a little crazy, especially since they didn't go in and say, hey, my husband is such and such. So, like, they never told this girl who the husband was. And it's like, why are you keeping it a secret if you want her to unfriend him? Because you have to be able to go to their profile to undo it. It's just, It's a little intense even for me. And with this, I give you the very last of our posts that we're going to talk about today. This is the last one. And it's titled, If People Can't Stand You, You're Not Nice, which I agree with. And it goes on to say, can't really see the first little bubble that they said, but the nice girl goes, bruh, ugh. No, I don't, let's not start sentences with bruh, please. I don't know why this has come back into be a trend or something. I can remember in middle school people saying bruh, and God, I hated it then. It was mostly boys that said it then, but I hated it then, and I still hate it now. So, bruh, I'm the kindest person alive. You probably wouldn't be able to stand me. That's life. And then the person goes, nice girl much, are you? And it's like, yes. And the person goes, yeah, you don't know what I mean. They obviously don't know what you mean. But yeah, if you're the kindest person alive and people can't stand you because you're the kindest person alive, you over here being Snow White, I'd probably hate Snow White in real life, I'll be honest. But I think I'm just getting nice girl vibes, and that's just about all. And that is the end of the video. We have come to a final conclusion on today's video. Thank God, because I was just cringing. That has been r/NICEGIRLS. Thank you so much for watching. I upload every Monday and Friday. We're going to stick to that schedule as of now. We're going to try to make it go. We're going to try to keep on with this channel. And yeah, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time.